Previously on Mass Effect.
Service runs in the family. Both his parents were in the Navy.
He proved himself during the Blitz. Held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
He's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
We can't question his courage.
Humanity needs a hero. And Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
Take us into it, but fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
Hello and welcome back to Mass Effect 1. Let's go see what the next mission is. After we've had a little search around here. Okay, that fully took me out. Oh. Can I look at anything else? What about back through here? Shall I take that as a no then? I'll have to move on. I don't know what we were supposed to be doing, seeing the captain or something.
Hey, Commander.
Hey.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Hell yeah.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
When your number comes up, it's over. His did.
That's just the way it is.
Do you really believe that, Commander? After what happened to you on Akuze? Are you saying you only survived because of random chance?
Akuze was a bloodbath. Even now, I don't know how I survived. I guess it just wasn't my time yet.
With respect, sir, I think you had somebody watching over you.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Damn.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Hopefully we'll find some more that can join us ship. The space
Yes, Commander?
crew.
Is there something you need?
Just tell me everything
How
I
did
need
you
to
end
know.
up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served
Tell
with
me
him
everything.
for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does
What's an
that have to
L2?
do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the
Oh.
L3 implants.
Biotics.
Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander. Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
I'm okay. Let's have an explore around this ship. See where we can go. We can get in the lift. Or we can walk. Hello, can I open it? Thank you. At ease, soldier.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
What's this? Galaxy map. No, I wanna... I said I could interact with that there, didn't it? Just takes us back down there, I think. Joker.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Citadel we are going then. SR1.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
So she
I'm
says.
just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower, Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
Will do. This is cool. Let's bring back some cool memories. I think in the second one as well, you can do your ship, you can change the colour of it. I think. Loading. Ooh.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Yeah.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
I get the feeling he's not messing about.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
He's a top agent. Why not you a rogue agent, though?
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Yep. Well, I'm going to explore around because there'll be stuff here we can pick up, definitely. I'm not quite sure. It's massive, this place. Oh, right here. Breach. Easy. Easy. What about that? Oh, I can speak to... Is it, is it Williams? Yeah. Very spacey. I won't go through here.
I understand what you're saying.
What on earth are you?
Allegations are very serious. I can't just... This is serious.
Oh.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Dan. At least introduce yourself.
He sounds like the most boringest job in the world.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
Yes.
What is this place?
Tell me all about what you know.
You are the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
I'm sorry, I just
I'd
want
like
to know
more
this.
about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically
it's not like ours
adept,
these days.
we trade our services for protection.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day,
Yes,
Earth.
yes.
Hello there, human.
Hello.
Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What happened?
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
Good day, alien. Right, let's have an explore around here. What's this? Oh, that takes us down. Move! Can we get through here? Nope, looks like we're going down. Holy shit.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Hi.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
I've just come to learn more about where
You
I
know
am.
who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant
Yeah,
day.
you told me. You didn't tell me anything.
Welcome to the Presidium.
Let's
Allow
go
me
see
to
what I
be
guess.
your... Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters.
Alright, I
On
won't
the
let it
far
talk for
end of
myself.
this
Shouldn't press
level, you
that.
can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Yeah, log off.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and
Goodbye.
thank you for using Avina. Please
Oh, no
enjoy
problem.
your visit to the
I will.
Citadel.
Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel. Ooh. Fast travel. I wonder, can I fast travel back there? I wonder if it's a two-way fast travel or it's just a one-way. I was going to say, come on game. No, I don't want to be here at the moment. This is where the main bit is. I want to go see if there's what else we've missed. Get in the elevator. Come on guys, get in the fucking elevator. We can't, anything, okay. Ooh, down we
The
go.
council isn't gonna ask me any questions, are they?
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Come here, my squad. Oh, it's elevator text meant to go down. Finally. Ooh, we can interact with this guy.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Keepers?
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Damn, this place is pretty big. Hey, lady. Oops. Put the weapon away. Can we not speak to anyone round here, I guess, no? Well, I'm guessing you can't speak to anyone just yet because you need to go speak to the council, but... Fast travel... Hey, yo. Hi.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called to Shepherd. The tale of how you survived the great tragedy on Akuz is truly remarkable. I am amazed each time I hear it.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
What do you mean?
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies. I'm an expert in how all these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise. I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient. That's my motto.
Do I really care? Well,
sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example, suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods. How would it look if he had money invested in a Hanar exporting company? Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
I should go.
I don't really care if I'm honest. See you soon. What are these? Ooh.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
I should be going.
Oh,
as you wish. Do return when you are able.
I will do. Now.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
View upgrades. View armor. Ooh, that's... Wow, they're a lot of money. Sell. Well, there's a lot of stuff in this game. I actually forgot how much there were in it, if I'm honest. Right, I think what we're going to do now is, instead of exploring around, we're going to go and find the main mission. I want to try and keep it running, the story mode of it. I don't want to do too much asking and running and walking around. I mean, I will do eventually once we've been to see the council. Where do we need to go again? Shall we just go here? To the tower. And don't forget, guys, if you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, like. Muchly appreciated. Right, let's go see what the damage is.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vicarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Who were you just talking to?
That was Executor Palin, head of Citadel Security, my boss. He'll be presenting my findings on Saren to the council.
Oh, will he now?
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
I doubt it, but maybe. She's chilling, okay. Just chilling, looking at water. Oh, there's something over there I could click on. Oh no, that's it, we're just him. I don't think it was. There's something over here. What? Yeah, it might have just been him. Let's go see the council. Hi, friend. Dude, this place seems really serious. Nice place, though. I'm not sure I was supposed to be up there, but I'm gonna go see this guy first.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the councilor's assistants.
No, we'll go do this first and we'll come back down and speak to him.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard, the one who let the beacon get destroyed.
I didn't let it get destroyed, it destroyed
itself. The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
That's not need to be like that.
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Saren's hiding behind his position as a Spectre. You need to open your eyes.
What we need is evidence. So far, we've seen nothing.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How
We
can
are,
I
if that's
defend my
wrong.
innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
No, but try and keep this
You've made
conversation
your
going as long as
decision.
possible.
I won't waste my breath.
Might get some experience points from it at
The
least.
Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad.
Oh, the cat's coming out of the bag now.
We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Yeah, I'll talk to
Any
him.
idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
I will.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Okay, for a
Harkin's
little
probably
drink
getting
and,
drunk at Cora's
you know,
Den.
ting.
It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
It's a what? A digital club in the lower section of the wards?
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Oh, we've just been talking to him, I think.
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
I want to know more.
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions. But only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
I want him on my team.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
And I agree.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Okay. Yeah, this game's a lot of dialogue and a lot of talking. But it's for the story, man. You have to know the story to play the game. Right, let's get back down here and see this guy. See what we're crying about. If he's still here. He is.
No, I just want... Commander.
Right. My God. Let's go have a hunt around then.
No, I haven't spoken to him before. This is the
There's something here we can interact with.
That guy's up to some...
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind.
Oh.
Yes, is there something you want?
Yeah. I don't know what
Why
you
are
were
you
doing.
so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
Why not?
We're just talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
Yeah, let me help.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard, with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed.
Oh, yeah.
Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
You got it.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself.
Very
So
nice
long,
to meet you.
And good luck with the scanning.
So long, my friend. Now I can scan this little bugger. Yeah, and we get XP and credits for it.
Don't be ridiculous. The Volus won't be joining the Council for years.
A Volus?
So sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Vols will be right on their...
So, we need to get down to the other level that we were just at, I think. Go find Garrus. I believe. Let's go. Yes. Let's go, my friend. In we go. Down we go.
I can't believe the Council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Yeah, this brings back some good memories. It's been a long time since I've played this. I don't know whether we'll do number 3, but we'll definitely do this one and number 2. I didn't really like number 3. It wasn't.
That's politics, Chief.
It just wasn't the same.
I hate politics.
But we'll see. We'll see. I can scan this creeper now too. Hey. Alright, let's have a search around and see if we can find somebody to talk to. Oh, is there?
Believes it has the right to move freely through this area.
That Hanar refuses to listen to reason. Why can't it act in an orderly and lawful manner?
You should be more tolerant. It's just trying to express its beliefs.
I am not unreasonable. The Hanar is free to spew its nonsense once it purchases an evangelical permit.
If you'd like, I could talk to the Hanar for you.
I have argued with the stubborn jelly all that.
Do you desire to learn of the Enkindlers? Or has the Honorable CSEC officer enlisted assistance?
Why is the CSEC officer harassing you?
The CSEC officer requests that this one purchase an evangelical permit to spread the truth of the Enkindlers.
Let me talk to the CSEC officer. Perhaps I can explain the situation.
This one would be most grateful for the assistance.
Any progress with that Hanar?
I think you should let the Hanar preach in the Presidium.
The Presidium is a place of culture and respect. It should not be filled with zealots shouting their idiocy. Why should the jellies get special treatment? Every other species understands and obeys the laws.
If I purchased the evangelical permit myself, would that take care of things?
As long as it stays in approved areas once it has the permit, yes. That would solve the issue for me.
I'll be back.
I don't care what you have to do. Just get rid of that Hanar.
Oh my god.
Has the CSEC officer been assuaged?
I'll keep working on it.
This one will continue to spread its message.
So there's a little sidey there. Oh, there's another creeper over here we can go up to. Some more. Hi guys. Alright, it's out here. So we've got to try and get a permit for him. Who do I talk to get a permit? This is a very nice place. Very big place, but very nice. Hi friend. Everyone's just chilling out, man. We'll use this. And we shall go to there. Why not? Let's go. Loading. Sure do take a bit of time. The fast travel does anyway. Right, so what?
That's him.
How do I, oh yeah, boom. I want to change to that, I think. Yeah, no, he's still back out. Die, friend.
Those were Saren's men.
Area
Was.
secured.
Indeed. Saren's trying to kill us again. Any more? Do they not drop you any goodies or all? No. It's a shame, innit? Let's get into this bar. Nightclub. Hey yo!
Sorry, I'll get to you when I can.
Back off, Rex. Fist told us to take you down if you showed up. What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here. This is Fist's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it. He's not coming out, Rex. End of story. This story is just beginning. Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught.
Dinosaurs? Right, I think that's the door we come in, isn't it? Is it? Oh, we can go this way.
The back rooms are private, reserved for Fist and his friends.
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
What did that other Krogan want? Rex?
Personal matter.
Not real chatty, is he?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Enjoy the club.
How come we're not going here, huh? I bet we can in a bit, though. I've already spoke to you.
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian C-Sec officer named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
Ooh, what secret?
Is there something I should know about the captain?
The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush.
That's what it was on about earlier. Can't talk to you.
And then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
Why'd they kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The heroes fall. Classic tragedy.
Why'd they kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The heroes fall. Classic tragedy.
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station love to talk. Secrets are like herpes. If you got them, you might as well spread them around.
You're a pig.
Just noticed that now, did you?
Just tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
Okay.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
Go away.
Not now.
Go away.
I got business here, but not with you.
Okay. On the other side, so I guess she's over here somewhere then. To the medical deck. I wonder whether I can get to that through
Bet he's just messing with our heads.
fast travel. Where is fast travel though? Or is this it here? Is this the medical deck? Oh, another creeper. We'll take that. I need the medical deck. Is what I need. I don't think this is the medical deck. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. Looking for Garrett.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right? I saw the monument at Akuz. They got a whole section about you there. It's a miracle you survived.
Looks like you have a fan.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person.
Let's go.
My name's Lang. Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
I'm looking for Garrett.
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what C-Sec is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild. Plus, C-Sec gets a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
Down.
How do you like working here on the Citadel?
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year, and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. The Presidium's just so beautiful.
Yeah, look, it
Good
looks
place
big.
to go and relax. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always something going on somewhere. Like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there, Commander. You should check it out when you have some time.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Just the stuff they show in the vids. They always make them out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though.
Yeah.
Some of the other C-Sec guys don't like them too much. Figure they shouldn't be able to operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
I have to go.
Right.
See you soon, bro.
You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
I'm not real busy. I just need to find the section that I'm looking for. Oop, there's another creeper here. We'll take that. And we'll take that too. Is this the medical deck? It is. So we might just have time to speak to Gareth.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear!
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you? Let her go!
Ah!
Ooh, good shot.
Heads up!
Bye. Pick. Thank you.
Perimeter clear.
I could have just blown that up, but...
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time.
But it didn't. It was a good
just
shot. It was a
reacted.
good shot.
I didn't mean to. Dr.
That's the way I've got to react, you see.
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
Why were they threatening you? Who do they work for?
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
Does this have anything to do with the investigation into Saren?
I think it might. Dr. Michelle, tell us what happened.
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
What else can you tell me about the Quarian?
I'm not sure. Like I said, she wanted to trade information for a place to hide. She didn't... Wait a minute. Geth. Her information had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show,
going back to
Shepard,
that nightclub.
but I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
Let's go.
You know, we aren't
That's
the
all
only
I
ones
need
going
here.
after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we saw him in the
Rex.
bar.
Yeah, we did.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the CSEC Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the academy
little
before he
talk, yeah.
leaves.
Move out.
Add to squad. Definitely. Cool. Right guys, if you like this, I know there were a lot of dialogue in this, but hopefully next episode there won't be as much dialogue. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and goodbye.